Number 9, when did they visit the tomb? Was it toward dawn? Matthew 28. Toward the dawn, on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary came. Was it after sunrise? And very early on the first day of the week, when the sun had risen, they went to the tomb. Was it at early dawn, according to Luke 24? But on the first day of the week, at early dawn, they went to the tomb, taking the spices they had prepared? Or was it still dark? Now, on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb early while it was still dark. So which one was it? Here's the 4 up there. Toward dawn, after sunrise, early dawn, or still dark. Here's some things that we should know. These all very possibly refer to the same general time. I mean, more than possibly. After sunrise, toward dawn, early dawn, these are all easily brought together. Probably the only difficult one is John 20, verse 1, that says it was still dark. It was still dark. It's good to note that John is speaking of the brightness of the sky, not the position of the sun. Still dark is the brightness of the right. It was dark today because it was an overcast, rainy day. There's times where it's still dark when the sun is yet rising, and it may have simply been an issue of being overcast. So these are general time references, and I think they're good enough to be accurate, if not precise, because in the telling of the story, the precision is not they're not aiming for that kind of precision. So we shouldn't call it a contradiction. Let's not demand more precision than the authors intend. And keep in mind this, the trip took more than 10 seconds. It was about a 2-mile trip for them to get to the tomb from Bethany, where they were staying. It's about 2 miles. So one story may be emphasizing the time they left for the tomb, the time of day while on the journey, or the time of arrival at the tomb. This would all be within the parameters of the story. So it could be still dark, toward dawn, after sunrise. They went out as the sun was coming up so that they would have some light when they got there. That's how it comes across. Like I said, the most difficult phrase is the phrase still dark in John 20, which refers to the brightness of the sky, not the position of the sun. And again, there's a possibility that there were multiple trips to the tomb, and some people reconcile it that way. I think they're both possible. Mike, tell us exactly the order of which everything happened. Well, we don't know exactly. What we have is multiple ways to construct these events where there's no contradiction, in which case we have no contradiction. So that makes me pleased. Personally, I'm fine with that. So it could have been overcast, or Mary's trip was separate in John 20. So that's number 9. When did they visit the tomb?